it's not just about the Derby preps. The girls are getting after it as well, Joaquin.
Yeah, don't forget about the 3-year-old fillies on the Spendthrift Road to the Kentucky Oaks on the very first Friday in May. So, yeah, we'll preview the Arkansas Derby. We'll talk about the Florida Derby, but we also have the Gulfstream Park Oaks on the same card out there in South Florida. And then on Saturday, we have the Fantasy Stakes from Oaklawn.
Taking a look at the Gulfstream Park Oaks, 100 points up for grabs going towards your victor. The top 5 place getters picking up points towards the first Friday in May. Let's bring up the field for what we're looking to see out at Gulfstream Park, and it looks to be a hotly contested one at that. We've got Paradise City from the inside. We've got 5G, the 4. Still got Tyler Gaffleone listed for them out, but Tyler obviously picking up that injury.
Yeah, unfortunate news for Tyler Gaffleone. He was actually scheduled to ride all 14 races on Saturday, so there will be numerous rider changes on Saturday, replacing the injured Tyler Gaffleone. 5G has drawn post position number 4, and we're going to go back to the Honeybee to take a look at 5G. And from this day, back on February 23rd, Irad Ortiz rode Dubs. She had a wide draw in the outside gate. She broke like a shot, went straight to the front, and going to run still credible in defeat here.
Has always shown plenty of that natural gate speed. It could be enough to grab the lead in this one with a bit more fitness. Getting back to the same distance of 1 mile and 16 should absolutely benefit from the run that we saw back here on the 23rd.
Yeah, she was just second best on the afternoon. She was 3 lengths clear, the 3rd place finisher. She's been in very good form. Since she had a hiccup in her career debut, she has not been worse than second in her last 4 races coming into the Gulfstream Park Oaks.
It's a field of 7 pointing towards this weekend's Gulfstream Park Oaks. And let's take a look at another one of the key contenders, the Queen's MG. We'll start from post position 3. This filly conditioned by Safi Joseph, and we take it back to the Devonadale. Very impressive win, just stalking until they hit the lane and said, see you later.
So we showed you the backtrack in the Honeybee with 5G just a second ago. Irad Ortiz rode her that day. This is where Irad Ortiz is going to land on Saturday on the Queen's MG. He's been aboard this filly in the last 2 starts, 3rd in the Forward Gal, and a winner here in the Devonadale that we show you. She is actually the only horse to run in all 3 Oaks prep races right there in South Florida at Gulfstream Park. She won comfortably going a 1-turn mile. Can she go 2 turns and stretch out to 1 mile and 16th? That is the main question for her on Saturday.
If you're looking for connections, they can certainly make a big difference at this point of the season. Irad Ortiz and trainer Safi Joseph, watch out when the two combine at a 34% win rate at Gulfstream Park from what we have seen at the last 12 months, and really no surprise.
They are the leading jockey and trainer at the championship meet, and it's not even close in the jockey standings and the trainer standings. They're going to be 2 of the busiest individuals. Irad riding the horses, Safi saddling the horses. How about this? Just on Saturday alone, Safi Joseph entered 22 horses to run on the Florida Derby card.
It is a busy barn with a lot of the big threats that we'll see out here on Saturday afternoon. And as promised, it looks to jump from out wide. The filly has shown a bit of that early buzz. It was a very impressive winner last out, but steps it up in class for this one.
Off the claim for new connections. Dale Romans previously had this filly. She broke her maiden on the class drop 2 starts ago. This is a look at the win for the new connections. Got tested mid-stretch on the stretch out and distance, and of course the step up in class. Louise Size rode that afternoon where she won by a length, and Size will be back aboard in the Gulfstream Park Oaks.
That is your field coming up for Saturday afternoon's Gulfstream Park Oaks with Oaks points on the line. Florida Derby Day coming up this weekend, and we have got the full complement of weapons, including yourself, Joaquin. So you're going to have to get out to the airport pretty quickly soon, my friend. You can watch and wager on all that great action right here on FanDuel TV. Let's take a look at the field for the Fantasy Stakes, the Grade 2 score, with also having Oaks points on the line. This one's coming up from Oaklawn Park. The 3-year-old fillies going the distance of 1 mile and 16th, Joaquin.
And Simply Joking's our 8-5 morning line favorite. She is undefeated. She's a perfect 2 for 2 for this Pennsylvania-bred filly, a daughter of Practical Joke. She was purchased for just $65,000. Now, let's go back to her most recent start in the Silver Bullet Day. Jaime Torres is going to ask her to run a little bit here. He's going to turn his stick over. He's going to give her a couple right-handed reminders. Now he's going to hit her one more time, and I think this caught her by surprise just a little bit as she just comes back to the 8th pole. Here's what I'm talking about. She's just going to swap over to her left lead right here. Hey, I'm doing enough. I'm already going to win this thing. Just swaps over to her left lead, gets a left-handed reminder, switches back over to her right lead right there. I remember she was actually entered in mid-February in the Rachel Alexandra, scheduled to take on Good Cheer. She's clearly had a little bit of a setback because there's a gap in her work tab from February 8th to March 2nd. She'll be making her 3rd career start coming up in the Fantasy Stakes. Jaime Torres is going to be back aboard for trainer Rick Beckman as she looks to extend her record to 3 for 3. Quiet Side, installed as the 2-1 second choice on the morning line. She comes off a victory in the Honeybee. We showed you the backtrack of 5G down on the inside. She'll be running in the Gulfstream Park Oaks. This is the filly that defeated her, and she did it at a price this day at odds of 10-1. She also had a wide draw. She's going to win by a length this afternoon. She's another one that's just been incredibly consistent dubs for Quiet Side. 6 starts. She's never been worse than 3rd, and she's looking for back-to-back graded stakes wins dubs in the fantasy.